Today, we're exploring the fascinating transition from radio to the vibrant world of visual art, uncovering how music and creativity intertwine in new ways. Joining us to share his journey is Pat Martin, the well-known former 98 Rock radio personality who has reinvented himself as a talented artist. Pat, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, well, we're thrilled to have you on the show and to talk about kind of what you've been doing lately. So you were a well-known voice on 98 Rock for years. You were saying
33 years.
33 years.
Yeah, and then 2 on the Eagle.
Okay,
2 years on the Eagle.
35 altogether.
Yeah.
What inspired you to leap from radio to visual art now?
Well, I didn't really make the leap for that reason. It was time for me to retire from radio. I had a great career. I had a wonderful send-off by my company. I just kind of was through with radio, and I moved on to chapter 2, which is doing art, which I've been tinkering with for 3 or 4 years prior to retiring, but now I'm doing it full time.
Would you say chapter 2 and chapter 1 intertwine a little bit? How does you think your experience in radio, did it influence your artistic outlet now at all?
Just in terms of creating art, like when I was on the radio, I was showcasing other people's art.
Yeah.
I was playing music. Music is art to me. These songs, they're little paintings. Each song is a little painting, if you will. And I wanted to make my own art. So I felt like, I'm going to retire and create my own songs in the way of art.
Okay, so let's talk about your specific art.
Yeah.
We're looking at some of those photos. I'm really drawn to them. Can you describe the style or medium you most enjoy working with?
Sure, my style is absolutely geometric abstract. Yeah. I generally deal in black and white contrasts. And if you look closely at some of my paintings up close, I use 2 or 3 different shades of black paint to create a subliminal texture. So geometric abstract, I play with a little color now and then just to pop things out. But yeah, I love doing geometrics.
Okay, and we have one of your artworks, one of your paintings in studio with us. Can you talk about some of the inspiration behind this one?
The one that you're going to show here that I brought is definitely influenced by Frank Lloyd Wright and mid-century architecture. So I love what he did with his lines and curves. And although his stuff seems very linear in nature, it's very creative. So, his work is legendary. So heavily influenced by Frank Lloyd Wright.
All right, and then that artwork we were just looking at, how long would you say that takes you to create?
That piece took a couple, 3 days.
Oh, wow.
But the bigger pieces I do take 2 or 3 weeks.
And how do you kind of get in the zone when you're creating these art pieces?
Well, I get into my studio, I have a big table laid out, and I put on some music, and I just try to feel the vibe, man. And maybe I saw something that I like that I start working with. I like ancient carvings and patterns like that of the ancient Egyptians and the Mayans and the Africans and the Middle Eastern influences. Even the Hawaiians and the Alaskans have these amazing cultural patterns that I love. So I'll lock into one of those and see where I can go in with my own style.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, again, just looking at your artwork, very cool stuff. You said you've been doing this for
about 5 years.
About 5 years now. It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Where can people see your work? I know you have some upcoming events that we need to tell them about.
Yeah. Well, for one, I've got a website, so patmartinart.com. You can always look there. I have an event at the Boardwalk in July 20th. We're doing a thing called Amps and Easels. So it's 2 artists exhibiting their work, me and another guy named Gordon Groft. He's a photographer and a musician, and there'll be some music playing. So I know it's kind of weird to have art show at the Boardwalk in Orangevale, which I don't think they've ever done this before. So we'll see how it goes, but that's on July 20th.
Well, I'm excited for our viewers to check out your work. I'm going to tell them again where your website is. Pat, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, it's an honor. And to our viewers, if Pat's geometry and motion pieces have captivated you, check out his website, more of his artwork at patmartinart.com. Again, that's patmartinart.com. And to get tickets to the Amps and Easels tour at the Boardwalk in Orangevale taking place on Sunday, July 20th, visit rocktheboardwalk.com.